I remember having a conversation with my son. He was about 4 at the time, and he asked me, how can we know the true God from false gods?
My oldest son Peter wondered if God was real because when he prayed a lot, none of his prayers got answered.
One time, one of my sons asked me, how can I know that God exists if I can't see him? How do I know he's real if he's not right here in front of me?
The most interesting question they've asked me about God is one of my daughters said, Dad, where do atheists think everything come from? That doesn't make any sense. I said, yeah. And then she thought for a minute and she said, Dad, how could God last forever? How could he not come from anywhere? And I said, ask your mom.
Kids ask the best and also the hardest questions, don't they? I remember not long after my son started at school, he told me that one of his new friends thought that there were lots of gods, not one God like we thought, and that another of his friends was sure that there was no God at all. How do we know who's right? He asked me. Sooner or later, all kids will ask that question. If not out loud to you, then in their heads as they think things through. And I knew the answer to my son's question, but I realized that I needed to find a way to communicate that answer that would give him room to think for himself, and that would take him to the Bible in a memorable way, and that would enable him to be confident about who God is and to talk positively about his faith with those friends. That was the kind of answer I was searching for. And the search for it led me to Mount Carmel and to the prophet Elijah, and to me ending up writing The God Contest. This is the book I wish I'd had when my son asked me that question. The story of Elijah and the prophets of Baal facing off over whose God was real not only grips kids, it also shows them that they are by no means the first people to live in a pluralistic age and be surrounded by different views and wonder how we can be sure who God is. So I want to invite you to take your kids up Mount Carmel. Kids love competitions, and here we have one between the God of the Bible, Yahweh, and Baal, the false god of Canaan. And at the centre of it is the huge heaven-sent fire that the real God sends down onto the mountain to win the contest. Kids will love that fire. And then, with it still blazing in their imaginations, the book takes them across the centuries to another mountain, to Mount Zion, to see how Jesus proved in his resurrection once and for all that he is the one true God. The God who made everything and rules everywhere and loves everyone and invites them all, my son and daughter, your kids and our kids' friends, everyone, to join Team Jesus and enjoy life with him forever.